Hello everyone, welcome to Semicolon Academy. My name is Ganesur and you are watching QBASIC tutorials. In this video I will discuss about file handling in QBASIC. So friends, first of all you have to understand about file handling. File handling means very simply it is about creating a new file or deleting a file or opening or closing a file, renaming a file, reading from the file, writing into the file, and all these kind of activities belong to file handling. For example, if you want, you can create a new file on the desktop and you can rename the file as your wish and you can open a file. Yes, so all these things actually can be done by using QBASIC also. By using QBASIC program also you can do all these things: creating a file, opening a file, deleting a file, renaming a file, writing into the file, reading from the file, and closing a file and deleting a file. All these things you can do by using QBASIC program. That means you can write a QBASIC program which can actually do all these things. And file handling deals with writing such QBASIC programs which actually can do all these kinds of file operations: writing a file, reading into file, reading the file, writing into the file, and other file operations as I mentioned. But before you actually write some programs which can do file handling operations, you have to be clear about one concept, that is working directory. So what is the working directory? You must be clear about that first of all. Friends, working directory means, for example, let me directly show you one example. So let me open the QB64 I'm using. You can use any IDE for QBASIC, and remember that let me close it once. I don't want to save it. And here is the QB64 folder. I want to go into it, and inside this folder you can see here is the Untitled. I will delete this, and now I will double click it and open it. Double click and open the QB64. And why I did this is because I want to show you the working directory. Working directory is the folder which is associated with your QBASIC program. That means now remember that here this QB64.exe, the executable QB64 IDE is, I'm opening this ID from here, this location. So by default my working directory is this one, this folder. So whenever I write any program here which can create a file or any other file handling operations, that program will operate all those file operations over here in this directory. For example, let me create one simple program. So whenever I run this simple program by pressing F5 button from the keyboard, it will create one executable file. You will see executable file, this one, and the program execution completed. Press any key to continue. And friends, you saw here right now, you can see the demo.txt file is created in this directory. And because why this demo.txt, as I mentioned here, demo.txt is created in this directory. It is all because this is the working directory of QBASIC program by default. But you can change the QBASIC working directory to the desktop also. If you want to create a file on the desktop, you can change the working directory to desktop. For that, what you have to do is simply write a simple command to change the working directory, that is csdir. This means change the directory and what directory you want to give. Suppose I want to create a file or any file operations I want to do in the desktop, so I want to give the desktop as my working directory. How can I change this? Simply open, and then first we'll go to desktop, and this is my working directory. So copy this path, because this path refers to the desktop, and then over here paste it and close the double quote. And this is the working directory. So working directory is changed from the default working directory from the default working directory to the desktop by this simple command. Now if you write here a QBASIC command to create a new file, open new file.txt for output as #1. Now if you execute this program, the first line will change the working directory from the default working directory to the desktop, and the second line will create a new file whose name will be new file.txt. And so let's go ahead and run this by pressing F5 button again, and you will see the program execution finished. And as a result of this program, one new file.txt, a new file, should be there on the desktop. So let's see. You can see new file.txt is there on the desktop as a result of this program. So you can see this is a file handling. Why? Because I created a new file on the desktop, and you can create anywhere as your wish. For that you have to change the working directory to the desired location. So you can observe the first line of code here. CSDIR is the keyword to change the working directory, and CSDIR, its syntax is CSDIR, and after that inside the double quote you have to specify the desired path. And then the second line, open new file.txt for output as #1. How this line is working? So this is our next topic to discuss. So friends, this was for this video, and in the next video I will discuss in detail about the opening or creating a new file. Thanks for watching, and if you like Semicolon Academy, and if these videos created by the Semicolon Academy are helpful to you, and if you want some more new videos to come, then please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Thank you very much.